Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, y'all? I feel like I just saw y'all a little while ago. I have a question that I wanted to address that is inside of the Facebook group. Y'all, I'm back. So I went to Best Buy. I told y'all I was getting rid of this thing right here, right? But before I packaged this one up and took it back, I went and grabbed another one. You know, right now I'm convinced. I think they only have these Samsungs on the shelves now because they probably suck and nobody wants them. I don't know, but hopefully this one works a little better. This one is a condenser mic. Okay, now what all these terminologies mean, I don't know. But I do know the Yeti mic is a condenser mic. You can like change some gears or some settings. This one is a condenser mic. This one right here is a dynamic mic, and these are great for podcasting. So if you want to do podcasting, go ahead and get a dynamic mic. If not, get a condenser. This one was $140. I think when I rang out, it was like $154 or something like that. So hopefully this one works. But anyway, I am about to open up this bad boy and talk to you all at the same time. Okay, so the question that I got inside of the Facebook group, my mastermind group, was, she says, I feel like I need to step back to reevaluate how I want to proceed with my program. I'm thinking of starting with a spotlight course versus a signature course, just to get the ball rolling, to build a following, to see results. I think I want the spotlight course as a precursor to the signature course. Thoughts? I feel like she already knows the answer to this, but she wants me to just confirm it for her. And so I got on here to tell you all, just to give you all my advice. One, I feel like, now this is just my opinion, okay? I feel like if you're brand new to the online course world, you have no business building a signature course. A signature course is like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's the heaviest of all courses. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to put together a signature course. This is the one that's like 6, 7, 8 modules and tons of lessons. Don't do that. Don't do it, especially if you don't know who your ICA is. So I wrote down some notes, and if you see me looking down, that's because I'm reading my notes. One, she's right. Build a following first. Just because you signed up for DCA, you all don't feel like you have to rush to build a course. I didn't. Look at me, and I'm still successful at it. You can start doing other things. You don't necessarily have to go ahead and just, I'm in DCA. Let me just go and run ahead and start building this course. No. One, start building your following. Two, start with a starter course. Start with some master classes. So my thing was, who do you serve? I think you need to pinpoint that first. Who do you serve? Once you figure out who you serve, then it's going to be after that, then you need to figure out what pain point do they have? What do they need? What do they want? Once you figure that out, oh my God, your product is going to be so easy to build because you're going to know. It's going to snap one day just like a light bulb. Like, I know what they know. I don't know what they want. It's just like your kids and your husband. You cannot come and ask me anything about your husband because I don't know nothing about that man. I don't know. You can't ask me nothing about your daughter. You can't ask me nothing about your son. I don't know. I don't know them. You know them. And you need to know your ICA the same exact way. Your business is like your baby. They're an extension of your family. You should know your ICA. So if you find yourself asking anybody, what lead magnet should I create? What course should I create? It's okay that you want to get advice. I'm not saying that because you should get advice. But if you really, truly do not know and you don't even have an inkling, that means you need to continue to do your market research. That means you need to continue to figure out who your ICA is. You know something will happen and your kids will walk up to you and I don't even want to hear it. Nope. Like, you know what they're going to say before they even say it. I tell teachers this all the time. Let any of my kids get in trouble. I know my kids. Oh, I know. He said what? That was him. She did what? That was her. Because I know my kids. Nobody can never tell me anything about my kids. And I'm like, what they did? No. One, because I raised my kids since they was little. I said, if y'all better tell me everything, because if I ever hear on the streets that y'all done something, y'all gonna get it. Like, I need to know my children. It's the same way with my ICA. I know what my people want. I know what my people need. So it's so easy for me to create these lead magnets. You like, my Hannah, fart, did you get 330 people? Because I studied them. I did my research. Take your time and do your research. Don't be in a rush for anything. Because what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to fail and then get scarred and feel like building a course is not for you. Because that can happen. You can flop and you like, you know what? I don't think this is for me. Maybe I did something wrong. How can I change this? You can change it by doing research first. I talked about this earlier. Get inside of Facebook groups. You all, questions equal content. I am a firm believer in that. Questions equal content. Get on that website that I told you guys about the other night, answerthepublic.com. Put in your topic, put in your niche, and click search. Oh my God, it's going to give you so much to talk about. Questions equal content. Your ICAs are literally inside of Facebook groups telling you what they want. Allow them to help you build your product. Let them build it with you. The wrong thing that you can do in this whole online business thing is to assume what your ICA wants from you. You assume what they say. You make an ass out of you and me. Don't assume what anybody wants. You give them what they ask for. Y'all, I was guilty of it. When I first took DCA, I loved Canva. I still love Canva. And I wanted to create this Canva membership. And I was just making these templates, but that's not what my people wanted. They were still buying and they're like, oh, great. But they literally were telling me, do you consult? I want to book a call with you. And I'm like, no. Like, if y'all look at all of my old stuff, you'll see me telling people all the time, no, I don't do that. No, I felt like I wasn't smart enough. I really wasn't smart enough because I wasn't listening to my people. So did my product soar? Did I get overnight success? No, not really. But once I started to give my people what they wanted, that's when the money started to really roll in. I'm like, what? Duh. Give the people what they asking for. You need to do the exact same thing. I'm telling you, once you drill down and nail down who your ICA is, you're going to get so many thoughts. You're going to be like, you know what? It's just too many of them coming in my head. You all, I have a whole Trello. I got binders full, notebook full. And then I organize them in Trello of questions that my ICA is asking. I'll be inside of Facebook groups. I said, oh, that's a good question. For instance, now, this question that my member is asking me inside of my Facebook group, what am I doing? I'm turning it into a live training right now. Questions equal content. You're going to take that content that's full of information, and that's what you're going to put inside of your course. You're going to take all of them questions, all that feedback, all them suggestions, and that's what you're going to put inside of your course. Lord, I hope this microphone works. Got some questions over here. Somebody said, hey, girly, back to you. Ooh, Lordy. Oh, my goodness. I got all types of pieces. This is a heavy duty thing right here. Oh, my gosh. It's way heavier than a Yeti mic. Someone else. I am tapping back in with you because I need your genius. Thank you. And I need your eyes on me to hear my geniusness of what I got to say. Boom. I needed to hit this today. Thank you. Bikes and sales. I think, is this Rhonda? I remember when she signed up with me under the DCA affiliate and I was putting in her information into my portal. I was like, bikes and sales. That's nifty. What does that mean? What does she do? But yeah, you all, this is what I'm sitting here telling you. So once again, in my opinion, and this may be an unpopular opinion, people may say, don't listen to what Ma got to say. But once again, if you brand new, I'm trying to save you some tears and some heartaches. Do not create a signature course. It's not. What's wrong with starting off small? What's wrong with it? Why you can't do a little mini course first? And I'm not talking about this person that answered this question, but I'm just talking about people in general and, as a whole. Because I know, signature courses cost the most. I know y'all looking at the dollar signs like, because I can charge $2,000, I can charge $3,000 versus a mini course. I can only charge like maybe $197, $297. Who cares? You gotta learn who your people are first. You gotta do that. I got like all types of notes that I wrote down because that question right there just like hit my soul. I was like, oh my goodness, let me stop these people while they're ahead. You don't have to be in a rush to build your course. I'm telling you, build your following first. That's very, very important because you create the signature course if you want to. You don't have a following. And then when you get ready to launch, it's just nothing but crickets. And it's like, nobody's buying my course or only maybe 2 people bought it. Do you got a following yet? How many people are following you on social media? How many people are on your email list? Don't be in a rush for anything. Slow down, take your time, and figure out who your ICA is. Figure out what he or she wants. Figure out what he or she needs. Let them build that course with you. Let them build your maybe you don't have a course. Maybe you have services that you want to offer. Let them package up your services with you. They did the exact same thing for me. I said, okay, let me start listening to these people. What they want from me. Can you build my course for me? What? I was like, okay, well, I kept getting that question a lot. And then I consulted with my DCA accountability pod. Okay, you all, is there a thing about building courses? Do y'all know anybody? Because they way smarter than me. I am not the brightest I am not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, okay? So I consulted with them and they were like, yeah, this company does this. It's a very popular thing. Like, this is how much you should charge. This is what you should do. And I was like, oh, okay. So let me take that down. And then people were asking for one-on-one calls. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, okay, then I figure out Ecamm had the little interview thing and then we can split the screens and I created a package around that. I was like, boom, cool. So now I build courses, I do one-on-one calls and I can still create my templates because that was my heart. I really wanted to create my templates. So I can still create my templates on top of that. And then I had my membership. So yeah, I did a whole 360 and a whole pivot in business because what I started off with, y'all can even see my old stuff. It was called Social Media 365 membership. That's all I had. Then once I changed everything, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to change it to learn with Ma. Because that's what you guys are doing. You guys are learning with me. So it's okay to pivot. It's okay to change things. But once again, I think you need to figure out who your ICA is. This is beautiful. I don't know if this work or not, but it's nice and black. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is so heavy. Y'all see this? Oh, I hope this work. I hope this work. This is so beautiful. Got all these little pieces to it. I should say this for another training, but I had this down in my notes too. You all, people buy people. Let me say that again. People buy people. People don't buy products. That's another thing you need to get inside of these Facebook groups and figure out who these people are. What pain are they experiencing? What type of background do they have? Where are these people coming from? Because at the end of the day, they're buying you and they're buying your story. They can care less about your they like your products, but they're buying you. You're the brand. Look at me. Look at me. There's me and a million other people that do what I do. But people come to me because why? They can relate to my story. I tell people all the time when I'm sitting here doing trainings or I'm talking to people, I say, if you are rich, I'm not for you. If you are already making 6-7 figures, I'm not for you. If you got the type of husband that make 6-7 figures and you taking care of, I'm not for you. I'm for that teen mom who feel like she has nowhere to turn to and feel like she just can't make it out. I'm for that single mom who baby daddy didn't left her. I'm for that divorced mom who can really relate to what I'm going through. That's who I'm for. And that's who's going to purchase from me because they get me. They understand me. People buy people. I'm telling you, it's a lot of things that you guys have to research before you start figuring out, oh, I'm ready to build this course. Can your ICA relate to you? Can she? Everything you need to know is inside of these Facebook groups. I'm telling you, people be getting there telling their sob stories. Oh, I'm going through this. I'm going through that. This one girl was like, oh, my boyfriend left. I guess he cheated on her or something. And I don't have any money and I need to find a stay at home, work from home job. And I was able to send her a message. I'm like, hey, do you know Canva? If you don't, I think you need to shut off all computers, electronics, everything that's going on, all the distractions. And I think you need to get the free app. I sent her the link. I said, learn Canva. This is a tool that you really, really need to learn, especially if you want to start working from home. I was able to relate to her. Get inside of these Facebook groups, y'all. I'm telling y'all, everything that you need to know is inside of these groups. So should you build a signature course? Not if you're brand new. Now, if you've been doing this for a while and you got a following already, sure, go ahead. Build your signature course. But if you're brand new, no. Start a course or spotlight course. And you're going to thank me later. Figure out who your ICA is, where they're at, what Facebook groups they belong to, what their pain points are. You know, making money ain't hard, y'all. You are going to, I wrote it down. Let me make sure I quote this right. Y'all, I'm telling you, my man just be going. I got notes somewhere everywhere, y'all. Somewhere everywhere. All you need to do is solve a big problem for a big group of people. How many people did I tell y'all was on the internet earlier today? I told y'all there's 5 billion people on this internet. 5 billion. Right here. You have access to 5 billion people. They right here at your fingertips. They all right here on that little bitty computer of yours. 5 billion. Solve a big problem for those people. Out of 5 billion people, you know how much problems that is? Lord Jesus. Oh my God. It's no wonder we ain't all millionaires around here. A big problem, big group of people. That's how you're going to do. You're finding a problem and you're selling the solution. How hard is that? You're finding your ICA and you're selling the solution. You're solving his or her problem. That's all you're doing. Don't stop overthinking it. Like, oh my God, what's going to be inside of the course? What's going to be inside of my lead magnet? Your lead magnet is a piece of your offering. That's all it is, y'all. When I build courses for my clients, you know what their lead magnet is? Their lead, in case you all did not, I told somebody else this. I said, did y'all peep what Amy Porterfield does? When we was just inside of her boot camp, she gave away module 1 for free. That was her freebie. Why y'all not doing the same thing? It works, y'all. If you're building a course, give away module 1 for free. That's your freebie. I did the same thing with that was like a no-brainer. A no-brainer. That's how I got all those people to sign up on my email list. I gave them, what is it called? I did like beta testing. I'm like, oh, you can get module 1 for free. It was part of my membership. You can have it like for a week access. And then what was good about that, they were sending me like, you know, y'all, it's hard to get feedback from people. It's hard to get testimonials, especially video testimonials. So what I was doing was every time they would message me on Messenger and was like, oh my God, this is great. Or they'll like comment underneath the post. I would screenshot it. Y'all, my phone was full of screenshots. And I use that as reviews, like positive reviews. I wanted other people to see what others were saying about my membership. And that's how I was able to get people to sign up. When I do coaching calls, same way. They were like, oh, what? Oh, this is what you be talking about? This is what's going on? Signing up. Do the same thing. People love free. Free. But you only give them a certain amount of access. Amy gave us what? Five? Oh, I don't even remember because she changed it up. When we took DCA, we had 30. She gave us 30 whole days. I guess she was like, see, it's these doggone USB cords again. This is what why do they make the USB cords so small that when you go to do this, see how it bends? And then this is how they break. Why can a USB not be shorter? Who's making these things? Huh? Come on, y'all. Let's think a little smarter than this. So anyway, Amy gave us 30 days free of her whole module 1. She was going live like every day. Now, like, she really condensed it. I think it's like 5 days or something. But you give them a limited amount and you're giving them you. You're letting them test out you. That's all it is. So whatever that core thing is that you want to offer, you give them just a piece of that. You teasing them. You know, I told you, I'm going to call it how I see it. That's all you're doing is teasing the people. You saying, here you go. Here's a little bit. You want more? Okay. You got to pay me to get more. That's all you're doing, y'all. Like, come on, let's call it how we see it. A lead magnet. A lead magnet ain't nothing but teasing people. That's all it is. You giving them a piece of you. That's it. So once y'all start looking at it like that, my right, this gonna be a little easy to build. All I'm doing is teasing them and giving them a little piece. Y'all, that's it. That's all. That is it. That is all. Oh, it was. I was right. It is Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, honey. Let me see. I think that's all the notes that I get. I got a lot more, but I'm gonna leave these for some full blown on trainings. I told y'all if I'm like way back like this, y'all can't hear me. I gotta come all the way up. So remember, let's figure out who you serve. Let's figure out what their problem is. Let's get inside of Facebook groups. Let's do a little market research. Let's start asking some questions. Let's not build a signature course when we're just starting off. We're gonna start off with a spotlight course. We're gonna start off with a mini course or starter course, and better yet, you can even start off with a masterclass. I suggest that. Do a $97 masterclass with a workbook. Let these people give you feedback. You're new at this, and if you really, really, really find yourself asking these questions late at night when it's just you laying in the bed and you thinking, and you got all these questions going through your head, like, what should I build? How should I do this? What should I do that? One, either you overthinking, or two, you don't know your ICA. So let's go back to the drawing board. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't know your ICA, so what? You're new at this. It's like being a brand new parent. Didn't I say this is just like your baby? You got to figure out your newborn. You got to figure out the cries. You got to figure out the wiggles. And then by the time that newborn become a toddler, oh, you know how to be. Oh, she having a tantrum. That means she wants this. She crying like this. That means she wants this. Oh, he's doing this. That means he wants attention. He wants this. It's the exact same way. The exact same way. It's just like parenthood. Study your ICA, figure out their pain point, get inside a Facebook group, start looking at these questions, and then I want you to take all those questions and I want you to put it in some type of vault, some type of bank, some type of project management system like Trello or Asana or Monday or ClickUp, and just load it up full of questions. Load it up. And then day by day, you take those questions and you start doing trainings, or you start creating blogs. I don't know what you do. You could probably do blogs. You could do podcasts. You could do live trainings. You can create regular social media posts. But take that content. Y'all, content is cash. For real, content is cash. And you take all that information, all of those questions that you have, and you create your course. I'm telling you, it's going to be so easy. You're going to be like, oh my God, this was a lifesaver. All right. That's it. That's all I wanted to tell y'all. Hopefully that answered your question. I think I didn't exit out. I think it was Davita. Hopefully that answered your question. I am about to play around with my microphone, package this one up, move it out the way. And hopefully this one is a little better. We'll see. But anyway, I may go live again a little bit tonight. So if you are on the other side of the world, I'll see you tonight when I go live. And you all that are on the East Coast right now, that's what it's bedtime for y'all, 8:42. I'm over here on the West Coast. How do I book a set? Is my volume down? I'm like, how do I book a session with you? Go to my I'm trying to bring your question up on the screen. Go to my website, www.learnwithmyrichards.com. Scroll down to book a one-on-one call. That's it. And then we're just like this. We share screens. We get to work. If you got something that you need help on, your lead magnet, I'm like pointing, like push that, push this, push that. You want me to build something for you? Whatever it is, in that one little hour, you have me for a full blown hour. You have my geniusness for that amount of time. So go ahead, book your call. And if you have any questions about that, or if you can't find it, send me a DM and then I would send you the link. And that's about it. Remember, guys, people buy people. I love that quote. People buy people. That is like just so deep. All right. I will see you guys a little bit later. Bye.